Hi, my name is Jennifer. I am 56 years old. I started having problems with rheumatoid arthritis when I was a teenager. I was 14. We had a loss in our family, so it was a big stress, I guess, and it was very immediate. I went on medication for that, but I was always quite active, and as a teenager you just don't really let things get you down, I guess. So I continued doing what I was doing, and I did pretty well for many years. I believe it went into remission for a long time. I had a few flare-ups when I had my daughters, but nothing huge. And then back when COVID hit, there was a lot of stress. So I started having some big flare-ups with my knees in the spring of 2020. And, I was on and off of medication trying to deal with things the best I could. And then my dad died a year ago in August, and I coasted along with the stress that goes with that and getting my mom adjusted to her new life without my dad. And then in January of 2024, I kind of feel like everything just fell apart. I can't even pinpoint when it happened, but I had a major flare-up. Pretty much everything from almost my neck down to my knees. And everything was inflamed and everything was painful. And until that point, I never actually really had pain with my arthritis. It was just really more of inflammation. But this was so bad, I was having trouble getting out of bed in the morning, and I feel like I was walking down the stairs and I looked like a little old lady. It was pretty bad. So I coasted along for a few months. I tried some different medications. I saw a rheumatologist that I'd been seeing for, I guess, about a year. She tried me on 3 different medications. They all made me have really bad side effects, like nausea, extreme tired, really bad headaches. So I bounced around trying those, and then she decided that I could try a biologic. That took some time to get started, and then in the meantime, I ran into a friend of mine who also has had lots of problems with rheumatoid arthritis, and she told me about this trainer that she'd been seeing, and I had to see him. And I thought, well, I don't know how that's going to help me, because I was at the point that I could hardly walk my dog. I had to change hands because my left wrist was so bad. I couldn't even pick up a pillow. In fact, I remember making my bed one day, and it's hard for me to even imagine, but I picked up the pillow and I dropped it. It was that bad. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was really bad. So I saw her a couple times, and she said, yeah, you've got to phone Naeem. And I thought, okay, Naeem. All right, give me his information and I'll call him, but I don't know how he's going to help me. So I finally, I believe it was May of this year, I called him and I went and met with him. And he was so kind and so nice. And he said, just come and see me and we'll figure it out together. Like, I think I can help you. So he said, give me 3 times a week. So we started, and the first time I went, I think I was using maybe a 2-pound little dumbbell, because that's all I could do. And he got me to do very minimal things. But slowly he encouraged me, and I started doing more each time. And he taught me how to do all the exercises properly, which was really good for me because I didn't actually know. I felt that I was always a fit person. I did lots of classes and stuff over the years, but at the point I started seeing him, I really wasn't doing anything except walking. Anyway, fast forward after a few months, and he decided that he wanted to try doing chin-ups, and I thought, okay, this is ridiculous. And he helped me do them on a machine, and he helped me do assisted ones. And then one day he said, I think we should try them on the bars by yourself. So again, he assisted me, but eventually I ended up actually doing chin-ups. And this is coming from a place where I couldn't even pick up the bedroom pillow. I couldn't open a doorknob. I couldn't turn even the taps on the sink. So I've come a long way from him, and he has just helped me tremendously. I don't know where I would be without him.
Wow. So that was from, I just want to clarify, May 2024, you couldn't lift up a pillow.
Yeah.
And we are now in October.
Yeah.
But how long did it take you before you got to be able to do that chin up?
This was in the summer, so I would say the end of July.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing actually. And then he'd like to tell people when I come in, watch her, she's doing chin-ups. Yeah, so it was quite something actually. And I'm sticking with my 3 times a week. It seems to be the perfect amount. And he eventually, after learning how to do the exercises, and then we started targeting on, working, 2 muscle groups on each of the 3 days a week, so that I've got kind of a program that I follow, and it's been working.
Wow.
And I feel stronger. The funny thing about him too is that I feel like you can often feel like you're going to the gym and you might not want to, and then by the time you get there, he has such a positive attitude and such a nice way about him. You end up feeling like you just left a therapy session also, because he just helps you with the way you're looking at life and the way you're looking at your progress. He's just really positive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. I'm sure this is gonna help other people.
I hope so.
Especially, oh yeah, that's an amazing story. 3-4 months to be able to, from not lifting a pillow to doing chin-ups. That's amazing, Jennifer. And kudos to you.
Thanks.
For just actually coming and trying it and doing this. And so I think this is fabulous, and people are going to really be inspired if this is something that they have themselves, or perhaps they know somebody. So thanks so much for doing this. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.